Okay, so this is a video of how I edited my 3D model for this dog bowl that I made for Newton. And starting out, we have a program called Inkscape. It's a free program that I use to create scalable vector graphics, which Fusion 360, the modeling software that I made the dog bowl in, allows to be imported. So uh, right now I'm just editing some of the different vertices, I guess, of the dog bone that I'm going to import and put on the bottom of the bowl, and it's going to help to support the bowl and keep it from rolling over and such. Uh, so the good thing about Inkscape is that uh, you can edit it and not have to get it right the first time, so you can mess around with it later. And so what's happening right now is I was extruding the Scalable Vector Graphic after importing it to Fusion 360, and it's just going to a certain length, and it pokes through the back the way that I just did it. But it's alright because I still have the geometry from the original revolve, so it was like a additive revolve before, but I have the plane on, or the geometry, as you can see right now, selected, so that once I go around cutting, it'll remove that excess that I just made go through. So now it's got the dog bone on the bottom, and that's just a little cutesy thing for aesthetic purposes. There's no actual benefit for it being a bone as opposed to the shape that it was before, where it was sort of like a rectangle with four little rectangles shooting off. I just thought that this would look a little bit better, and so that's just showing how it looks after changing the bottom so that it's a bone. And I think I already just mentioned this, but since it's flat, it'll be able to sit down on the ground while you pour water into it for the dog to drink out of. And here I am just sketching on the plane that the bone is in. I'm just writing out Newton's name with a bunch of different straight lines, and there are a lot of constraints that you can use while sketching, but in this I was just sort of trying to make it look sort of like bad handwriting, I guess. You can use actual texts or fonts that the computer has loaded onto it, but I chose not to, and I opted to write it out with the sketch. And it has to be closed shapes to be able to be selected like they just were. And I'm about to cut into the material now with this feature. And so after cutting into the bone, you'll be able to say, as it is now, that it says Newton on the bottom. So it's just a personalized touch for the thing. And from here, it's generating STL file to send to my print utility. It takes a bunch of different points and just estimates what the file shape is. And here it is in Simplify 3D, which is the program that I'm using to slice it. And you can see there that it says Newton. And this is what it'll do. All the different colors or different features, as you can see on the left side of the window. But yeah, this is the steps that I took to change the design of the water bottle, and this is just a little supplemental piece, just helping to learn a little bit about 3D design and 3D printing. So I hope that you guys learned something about additive manufacturing and 3D printing, and thank you for watching. Also, this is a little bit of bonus footage. This is what you might have heard during the video as it was printing. And this is a little boat model. It was in the other video that I posted last night. It's called Benchy, and it tests all the different features of a STL or a 3D model file. It makes sure that your printer is able to do the things, and this is just some footage of the printer running. And the Benchy turned out really good for this one, and sorry if it was loud during the other part of the video.